Welcome to Storytelling with Steph. In today's story, we will travel to New York City to discover all the different animals that live there. So, hop on, climb on, snuggle in, and join me on this amazing story. New York City is full of wonders. Tall skyscrapers, bright lights, busy streets, and tiny animals who live all around us. This is a story of a boy named Freddie, a chipmunk named Chippy, and a wise red-tailed eagle named Egan. Freddie stepped into Central Park for the very first time. The trees were tall, the pond shimmered, and the sound of leaves and birds made him feel like he had stepped into a different world. Suddenly, a tiny voice squeaked.
Hello, human. Welcome to Central Park. I'm Chippy, your guide to the city,
said the chipmunk. A talking chipmunk? Wow, said Freddie. Chippy the chipmunk introduced Freddie to some of the park's other residents. Rafferty the raccoon, clever and curious, showing Freddie how to find little treasures hidden in the trees. Percy the pigeon, who swooped down from the sky to show him the best views from the treetops. A shy fox, peeking from behind a bush, quietly observing. Squirrels, rabbits, and even a turtle. As Freddie and Chippy wandered by the pond, they spotted a turtle, slowly paddling through the water and basking on a sunny log.
Turtles live in the parks too, Chippy answered. Some even started out as pets and found a new home here in New York City. See, even in a big city like this, animals like us live all around you. The secret is knowing where to look,
said Chippy. Wow, this is amazing. I never knew New York had so many animals, commented Freddie. After exploring Central Park, Chippy led Freddie to Midtown Manhattan. They hopped on the subway, feeling the rumble of trains beneath the streets and hearing the chatter of travelers. When they got out of the subway, Times Square dazzled Freddie with its towering advertisements and colourful flashing lights. Wow! The lights, the screens, it's like the whole city is alive, cheered Freddie.
Look, there's a musical playing. Do you want to see it?
Delighted Chippy. Freddie and his friends peeked into a theatre, listening to the music, drums, and singing filling the air. Even Chippy the chipmunk tapped his tiny feet along with the beat. From Times Square, they walked past the famous department stores, Macy's, Saks, and Bloomingdale's, admiring the sparkling window displays. Then Rafferty the raccoon spoke.
Even in the busiest stores, there's adventure if you know where to look, said Rafferty.
Next, Chippy led Freddie to SoHo, with its cobblestone streets and colourful murals.
Time for something sweet. Let's visit the famous cheesecake shop,
beamed Chippy. Inside, the aroma of fresh cheesecake made Freddie's stomach rumble. Chippy and Freddie watched the baker carefully slice creamy golden cheesecakes.
This smells amazing.
Can we try a bite? Commented Freddie.
Of course. Just don't get crumbs everywhere. You know how messy I can be,
exclaimed Chippy. Percy the pigeon flew in for a tiny taste, and Rafferty peeked from a nearby alley, hoping for a scrap. After that, Chippy led Freddie to the drama bookshop in New York City, filled with scripts and theatre plays waiting to be performed. Freddie imagined himself acting on stage one day. Next, they walked to the oldest bookstore, with dusty shelves and tiny secret corners.
Every book has a story, just like every corner of New York,
commented Chippy. Oh, I feel like the whole city itself is telling me a story, Freddie said brightly. Finally, Freddie returned to Central Park, while high in an oak tree perched Egan, the wise red-tailed eagle. Hello, Freddie. You've met Chippy, Rafferty, Percy, and even the fox. But the city is more than buildings, stores, and lights. Sometimes it's the small things that teach the biggest lessons, said Egan, the eagle. What kind of lessons? Replied Freddie. Patience, curiosity, and kindness. Notice the pigeons, squirrels, foxes, and turtles. They all find their way. You too can find your way through challenges, just like they do, answered Egan. Freddie listened carefully. Egan's advice made him feel braver about exploring new places. Before leaving, Freddie waved goodbye to all his new friends. Chippy the chipmunk, Rafferty the raccoon, Percy the pigeon, Egan the eagle, and even the fox waved back. They visited one last landmark, the TV show building where the famous Friends series was filmed. Freddie and his friends imagined the characters waving from the windows and were in complete awe with it. Freddie returned home, carrying a piece of New York in his heart. He learned the city isn't just skyscrapers and lights. It's about friendships, adventures, music, sweet treats, and the animals that live quietly alongside us. If you ever hear a tiny scurry, a rustle in the bushes, or a bird calling from high above, maybe it's Chippy the chipmunk, Rafferty the raccoon, Percy the pigeon, or Egan the eagle, reminding you that even the smallest creatures can have the biggest adventures. Bye for now, little ones. Don't forget to follow, subscribe for more fun stories. Until next time.